Hey guys, I'm Dimension Jump, and today I'll be reviewing Steve DLC fighter for Smash Bros. Ultimate, which was released back in October of 2020. Now, Steve, as well as some of the other characters like Alex, the Skeleton, and the Enderman from Minecraft, were probably one of the more surprising characters to be brought into Smash Bros. Ultimate. Because when you hear Steve from Minecraft and Smash Bros, you probably don't hear them outside of probably modding, the modding community, where like you'll hear someone saying, "Oh, I remember someone modded a Smash Bros for Wii U or something, or Smash Bros Ultimate to have Steve in the game, and oh, he's got these moves and stuff like that." But seeing Steve in the game is so weird, and it still feels a bit weird even today, because even though Steve feels like a character that should belong in Smash Bros, he doesn't feel like he is in Smash Bros, because you always hear about, oh, here's a modded game of Smash Bros, or here's a fan-made Smash Bros game, or something like that, where Steve is one of the fighters, and now that he is in the game, it's so weird, because it's like he doesn't, because when you compare him to the other characters, it's like you've got characters like Mario, Link, Joker, and various other characters, and they all have their own unique art style. I think a lot of them have the same sort of shading and stuff like that. But when you look at Steve, it's just his character model, as well as the other character models like Alex and the Enderman and the Skeleton from Minecraft. It's just the character models, and that's so weird when you combine them or put them next to some of the other characters. And as I said before, there's also Alex, Skeleton, and the Enderman, and they are similar in the sense that you can choose them by switching out who you want to play as. So it's kind of similar to how Bowser Jr. And the Koopalings do it, in the sense that you've got Bowser Jr. as one of the fighters, and then you've got the other 7 Koopalings that you can choose from if you want to. So they're all one character, instead of just being a bunch of characters that take up a bunch of the character roster. So that's similar to Steve, Alex, Skeleton, and the Enderman, in that they're all one person, or you can change who you want to play as without having to take up the entire character roster. So that's quite cool. And for the stage, it's pretty much a stage from or sort of like random biome thing from Minecraft. So I think it's similar in the sense that from what I remember, it's like changes. It was similar to the one in the Animal Crossing stage in Mario Kart 8 and Deluxe, because for that one it changes seasons depending on depending on when you're playing it, or stuff like that. And I think it's similar with the one you get for Steve, because it will change like seasons and stuff, and that's quite cool. And with the moves that you get, it's very, very Minecraft. So you can not only mine for stuff, you can also create it. You can build your own platforms. You can create a cart on rails, and you can also summon this sort of lava block thingy. And it's basically just Minecraft, but as a fighting character. But that's really cool, and it feels really interesting just to see Steve running about the place and stuff like that. So yeah. And now it's time for some gameplay. So for Steve, he mainly starts off with like the basic wooden weapons, and depending on where you are on the ground, the thing is quite nice. You'll get different materials. So because I'm on stone, I'll be getting stone stuff. And because I was on wood just then, I'll be getting wood's materials. If I go to the crafting table, I can now craft better weapons. which I think is really cool and interesting, and I think that's something really interesting about Steve, because of how Minecraft works. Because oh, now my thing is broken. So yeah, and also again and now I've got a better sword. So again, it's really cool. And for his up B, he doesn't have the best up B in Smash Bros. It's kind of it's kind of just there to get some momentum, and yeah, it's just there to it's not really the best when it comes to recovery. And I do like how yeah, and also you have to restart. You basically restart with the basic weapons, which I think is nice. And yeah, and I think this is just really nice, just how similar to like how it's just really cool to see like how video game characters in this series have so much dedication to them in terms of their moveset and how they work as their characters, stuff like that. So yeah, I think when it comes to Steve, as well as Alex, Skeleton, and Enderman, it's really cool to see how they work in their thing. Oh, and also Smash Ball. So hopefully, okay. So when it comes to his final smash, hopefully I can. I missed. So yeah, I just about missed, but that's basically just to the activation thing for his final smash, and it's kind of short range, a short range thing. So now I'm gonna quickly show you his final smash. So before I get into the final smash, I do like how the biome or the stage changes seasons. So as you saw in when I was showing off Steve's moveset and stuff, that was more of a sort of grassy terrain. This is more of a snowy terrain. So I do like how it just changes different biomes and stuff. So now I'm going to quickly show you his Steve's final smash, and yeah, as you saw in the previous thing, it's one of those. Hang on. There we go. So as you saw in before the cart, it's kind of a small activation thing in terms of the window of how to get people in the into the final smash. So you have to really get close to someone if you want your final smash to work because of that. But I think it's like, if I show you again, it's something really cool because it's just like this giant house full of TNT and creepers. So as you can see, and some zombies as well. So I think that's quite cool as well. It's just the one to show it off again. So yes, it's just one of those final smashes where if you want to activate it, you have to be very close to a person. It's not like, let's say, Min Min's final smash, where she can just use her arm to just to hit someone with in order for her final smash to activate. It's for Steve, you have to be really close to someone for his final smash to activate. So yeah. So that's been it for the gameplay. Now it's time to go back to the review. So overall, I would say that Steve's inclusion in the game fully pushes the boat out, in the sense that, who can we get from third-party games? So because in the first wave, we got characters like Joker, Banjo-Kazooie, and I think with the first wave of fighters we got for Smash Bros. Ultimate, I feel like those characters that we got from third-party games were sort of a taster, in the sense that, okay, if we could get those characters, what other characters could we possibly get? And I think Steve is the peak, or one of the peaks of this, in terms of, okay, we've got all these different characters from third-party games. Let's fully break down the walls and bring in someone that can literally break down walls with just his hand or an axe that he created with that's made from stone or iron or diamond or whatever. And it's so cool to have like, and it feels cool but weird in a sense that you still can't believe that he's in the that Steve as a whole is in the game. So that's quite cool, and I think it's a nice inclusion for the game. So yeah, so overall, I do think Steve is a great inclusion. I think he's probably one of the best inclusions in the game. But yeah, it's fun. I think he's one of those surprising characters to be in the game. So yeah. So that's been my review for Steve. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.